In life, there are so many different ways that you can choose to do things. There are so many different ways that you can go. I never got told when I was younger, that you basically don't have to do what others want you to do. I was told that, you help people out when they're in need, and after you help them out, you can go on about your business. You can do what you got to do. Now, later on in life, I found out that, it's fine to help people out to a certain extent, but not where it's something that you start doing day to day, every day, or every time someone calls on you, or every time someone comes forward, you feel like you have to be there for them just to vent. Now, I like to use scenarios like I talk to my children. I like to think of it like you're a glass. You have other things going on, but just see it like you're a glass, or you can see it like you're a plant. I want to see it like you're a glass because I'm going to tell you guys, like I told my daughter. Now, my daughter is 7 years old, and people will come to you with so many problems or with so many things, and they'll fill your glass up. And most of the time, you don't even know that they're filling your glass up. Sometimes your glass is already filled with things to do. You already have things to do, you already have things you want to do, you have things that you're thinking about doing, but you never really realize how much a person is filling up your glass until it's overflowing. And in life, people will keep filling that glass up. They will keep watching you, intake all that information. And when they leave, they'll tell you, well, I'm so happy I talked to you. And they'll actually have you thinking that you helped them. I'm so glad that I talked to you, and I just need to vent. I just need to get it out. Now, whenever someone comes to you and they tell you, like, oh, I just need to vent, I just need to get that out, 9 times out of 10, they're using you as their dumping ground. So you have to think of, like, when you have a glass and you put so much water in it, it starts to overflow. And if you start keep pouring and pouring and pouring, it just keeps pouring out. That glass is still full. It runs all over the table. It runs all over the floor. And if no one ever gets it up, or if you don't attempt to clear your mind, that water is going to stay there until it starts to, how do I want to put it? I don't know why my mind is going blank right now, but I'm not going to allow that to happen until someone comes through, or you come through with a paper towel and start to absorb some of that water. That's when it starts to leave. When you start trying to make sense of everything, when you start trying to be like, okay, why did I even allow this glass to overflow? You have to think of your mind as that glass. And you have to think of, like, you clearing your mind is getting that napkin, or you getting that towel and trying to soak up everything. Now, just think of it like you got this one small towel, or you have a roll of napkins or paper towels. Now, if someone keeps coming through and you keep absorbing, you find a way to clear your mind, and so you absorb that water. And over time, if the heat comes, condensation, and you will, the heat up, absorb some of that water, and some of that water slowly starts to leave, and More and more you clear your mind, it's almost like you're sticking more paper towels down into the glass, or either you're pouring some of that water out of that glass, but that person keeps coming back, and each time it's just more and more and more. You don't want that to happen to yourself. I've found myself numerous times this year with everything going on. I found myself where I'm allowing people to make me out of that carrier for them. So it's almost like I'm overflowing. I have all my paper towels in my hand. They're soggy, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do after this. One of the ways to get out of people, running to you and messing up your mind is to basically tell them no. They want to vent to you, no, I don't have time. I need to clear my mind. I just cleared my mind. Or just, no, I can't hear that. You're just not open to hear any of that. If you have a person where they're constantly asking you to do things for them, or they're constantly asking you to be there for them, and when it's where the tables are turned, they find all of the things that could be going on in life, and the reason why they can't listen to you, and the reason why they can't help you. Start saying no, because 9 times out of 10, if you are the person that's being receptive to everything, and you're taking in everything, and no matter who come to you and tell you something, you're trying to help them, and you're trying to help them with their problem, and in return, when you go to them, they can't do the same. Cut them off.